everybody, it's Mandy.
And Ron.
Hey, we're here today with your money magic wand tool. So you can create money anytime, anywhere, any place. How does it get any better than that? Woo-woo. Okay, so today's tool is to increase your wanting. What do I mean by that? Well, I bet you money that you can go through your life, and we'll start it off with this. I want you to create a list of 10 things in your life that you are tolerating. Meaning you look at it and you're like, ugh, I really hate that. I really need to be doing, I really am sick of this, or I don't like this. Something that you're tolerating. 10 things, okay? And for me, when my coach gave me this exercise, I had things on it like bath towels. Like, I was so tired of having crappy bath towels that didn't match and that had stains and holes in them. And I would go to hotels and have, these nice plush towels. Actually, it wasn't hotels because they're usually itchy and scratchy with all that bleach. But I went to my mother-in-law's house, and she had the softest, most luxurious towels that you would just love to rub your body down with when you got out of the shower. And I was like,
me too.
I have these crappy bath towels at home. So I put on my list, and I actually went out and priced. I actually asked her, I was like, hey, where'd you get your towels? How much do they cost? Oh, they're like $20 a piece. Okay, so if I got 10 new towels, right, did I say $20 a towel? Mm-hmm. Right, that's a $200, no, I don't know, $200 expense. Not that much. Maybe if it's $400. Not that big of a deal. And so then I could start to shift myself from, because I was never going to run out of towels, right? Because you can just keep using the holy ones. But it was a way for me to shift into that. I just want to have a new towel because I want to have this new experience, because I want to invite more joy in my life every day when I'm, I bathe twice a day. I live in a house with boys. They bathe once a week. But, me, I use it twice a day. And so I really wanted to, enjoy this experience. And what was one of the things on your list that you just tolerated, that you've kind of shifted?
It could be clothing. It could be shoes. It could be food. It could be company. It could be your television. It could be your car. It could be your house, right? In a lot of ways, the reason that you go through this exercise and you identify what it is you're tolerating is, in the word tolerating, is that you're allowing it to continue. But really, if you had everything you ever wanted and you could choose anything you wanted and you had unlimited resources, what things would you really be choosing? And why are you holding on to that? Maybe your mother gave it to you, right? But you hate it. But your mother gave it to you, but you hate it.
But the thing is if you keep it in your life, and then every time you use that fucking thing, you think about how much you hate your mother because she gave you that thing, and then you think about all the other, it cascades into all this other bad energy about your mom. Stop tolerating that. Stop tolerating the things. It could also be, if that thing brings energy up in you and cascades into something else, let's get rid of it, okay? And only have things in your life that bring you joy.
The reason that we're emphasizing this exercise is that if something has gotten to the point where you're tolerating it, right, you've quit challenging that it needs to be replaced. It's not on the top of the shopping list. When you run out of peanut butter, you buy new peanut butter on the list. You don't just tolerate the old empty peanut butter jar, right? Some of the things that you see in your life, right, it might be that you're tolerating a state of mind. It might mean that you're tolerating what friends you have. It might mean that you're tolerating what job you have.
So I know for you tolerated being angry for a while.
Yes.
And you made a shift in this sort of exercise where you're like, you know what? I don't want to be angry anymore. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to read the books. I'm going to go to the classes. I'm going to do the work so that I don't have this thing in my life. And you've invested money. Some of the things that we're going to ask you for don't cost money. But in this exercise of increasing your wanting, you do want to start to, and this is also where, if you're creating from drama, again, you will create the money because you have to have it. And now we need to create I have to have the money to have this thing in my life because it's going to create more joy. And that's the shift we're wanting to bring you to, is it may mean spending money that you're not used to, but you will be a gazillion times happier spending that money on something that really shifts you and makes you happy, instead of spending it on something that, you know, you created out of drama and trauma.
I just thought of a story. So part of the reason of bringing up things that you are tolerating is to bring those things up. You can feel the energy. We can clear the energy. We can discuss it. And also, whatever shit that you are thinking about, that is the sort of opportunity to discuss in the Facebook group. Because sometimes once you bring it to light that you have this situation, it's so easy to shift it. It's so easy to either power through or make a different choice. And when you bring those things to light, you're like, wow, I feel so much better. I've been really meaning to do this, and it wasn't until you guys provided this space that I felt comfortable to come forward.
And the whole point of the Facebook group is for you guys to share your craziness, because this is the space where all of your craziness is absolutely normal. All of us understand and get it. All of us have been in some similar situations, right? Because it's never... The poo, again, point of order. It's a way that we've created order. But you and I have both all felt the same energy, the same emotions about things. And one might be tied to towels, as it might be tied to like your anger. So bring these things to the Facebook group so that we can have a conversation of them. Because whether it's using the tools of access like the clearing statement, or maybe you need to tap through it and just get that out. It needs to be vomited out of your consciousness. It needs to be expunged, whatever you want to call it, exercised, and just be dealt with and be done. Okay?
So to be clear, everyone needs to present 10 things in the Facebook group that they are tolerating.
Mm-hmm. And it's
that's the assignment.
I guarantee that you're going to find another 10 things if you start to look and share what everybody else is doing too. Because you don't even think about, I didn't think about my car.
I'm tolerating not taking 4 vacations a year.
Yeah, and
I'm tolerating not having a gold brick. I'm tolerating.
Gold coin. Oh, you want a whole brick?
It's only $500,000.
I gotta add that to my list. All right, everybody. See ya.